Hello, hello.
Welcome, 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 welcome.
Reception stoppers, reception stoppers.
Reception stoppers. It's been a long time, guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to be making a quick video, and we're just going to give you an update and discuss some things that happened, and go from there. Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is the federal case. Now, as you all know, the federal case was filed in the District of Arizona May 8th. Now, the judge, Diane J. Humatewa, the judge that was in that case at the Arizona District Court, she decided to transfer the case. The case has been transferred to the Southern District of Ohio District Court, Southern District of Ohio, and yeah, it's been proceeding in there. So it looks like several of the defendants has filed answers. Nobody filed motions to dismiss, surprisingly. As we said, the complaint was well written. It was nearly 700 pages, containing exhibits, corroborating evidence, affidavits, witness statements, and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, we are really ready to rock and roll with this thing here. And as we said before, we look forward to this thing to be ongoing for quite some time. We're prepared for this to go on for quite some time. So you know, we're not really that optimistic about the expedited outcome or a quick outcome. So we're going to take the tortoise approach, and we're going to take it one step at a time, and we're going to be continuing our pursuit to justice and retribution in terms of what happened. Now, we did file a appeal with the Ninth Circuit, and that is also moving forward. So they have not stayed the case because of the appeal was filed with the Ninth Circuit. They haven't yet stayed the case. Maybe we will stay it via motion. Have it stayed via motion. We haven't come to that conclusion yet. But all of the defendants seem to have put in their answers, and we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to go to trial. We're ready to have a trial by jury, and we're ready to depose certain people. We are ready to present to the jury all of our allegations and all of our evidence that we have. And we're also going to be bringing in defendants who, we're also going to be bringing in victims, who have been, violated by the same activity.
Abused.
Yeah, abused by similar activity by some of the same people that are named in the lawsuit. Some of the same defendants that are named in our lawsuit. So it has been quite a journey thus far. It has been, but we still have quite a ways to go, and we will be keeping you abreast on everything. And like I said, we did take some time. A lot of time was used because we had to do other things, so we haven't uploaded any videos here lately. So this is going to be the updated video. Now, we also traveled to Ohio. And upon traveling to Ohio, we had a hearing that we had to attend in the Franklin County court, in the Franklin County domestic court, the divorce court. So we went there, and we took care of that matter, and then we also had a chance to visit with my nieces and Moses' daughter. So that was pretty fun. It was exciting. It was a really good. It was a really good thing. It was good, and so we met up with the kids, and everything went really well. And then we came back to Arizona. So the next thing that'll be happening, I'm sure there will be some things going on in the district court down in Columbus that will require our immediate attention here in the near future. So we intend to be very aggressive about approaching that. Okay. Now I want to talk about something specific that happened in the divorce court, because I was there and I was witnessing at the hearing that we just recently went to. And a lot of the viewers that have been watching this knows who Stacy Gilbert is.
Stacy Gilbert,
Stacy Gilbert, or Osborne, or not Osborne, Osborne. Okay, but anyways, yes, she just. What do you think about some of what she was saying?
I'm just gonna say about, you guys heard me say quite a few things about her, nasty things. And I'm a person, I'm very humble. I have a lot of humility, and I rarely call people stupid. I just don't do that. But this woman right here, this particular woman, this is a stupid woman. She's stupid, unless she's playing. Maybe she's just playing stupid, and she's smarter than that. But from what I've seen thus far, she's a really stupid woman, man. Like, it's like we go to these hearings. Our recent hearing, she's recycling the same arguments that she's using in different hearings. It's like you're not opposing any motions, you're not filing any motion opposing. But when we get in this hearing, you're talking about this and talking about that. Like, you already said that in the last hearing. What are you talking about? Obviously, the judge is not going to address what you're saying because
they know it. They know that that's in conflict with the Constitution. That's a violation. You can't keep talking about, oh, well, this person, he didn't pay child support and all this and all that. No, all of that is unconstitutional. You can't make somebody pay child support who was there and willing to exercise their full parental rights, was not an absent father. You can't do that. So what they tried to do was they tried to set it up like that to use as a weapon. They tried to force it. Yeah, they weaponized it and they got their asses kicked. So yeah, they tried to do that, and she just brought that up, and he just looked at her like, I mean, come on. You see when you cite the Constitution and you invoke your rights, that's a game changer, all right? And they're not used to that, and so Stacy is not getting it. It's not clicking. It's not clicking in her head. She must have been one of them people that they call hard-headed, because she's not getting it. She don't understand that. That's the whole. Well, that's part of some of the claims in the federal court. So, she's wanting to create a new Monell claim.
And then on top of that, she's not even supposed to be on a divorce case because she's named in a federal suit.
And she committed crimes.
How is this woman still my wife's attorney when she committed all these crimes and she's named in a federal suit? She's not even supposed. They took the guardian ad litem off. They took the guardian
and put a new one on.
But they kept her on the case. She's not even supposed to be on there for committing crimes.
Yes.
She's continuing to try to commit crimes.
And let's talk about the specific crimes that she committed with her firm called the Law Offices of William L. Geary, LPA. The criminal activity that she did was she docked up some dissolution forms, typed them up, and then what she the language that she put in those forms, she basically was saying that Moses agreed to waive all his rights to any type of marital property. She put his name in there. These wasn't like boilerplate forms. These was forms that she typed up herself. Her and her firm typed up without even knowing that that's what he agreed to. He never agreed to none of that. And she put the plaintiff, which is his wife, she put her up to it. So this was a whole plot. This was a whole scheme. You see what I mean? That they thought that they could get away with. But we are on their asses like it happened 2 minutes ago. Not playing. Not playing. Not playing. The only thing that can make this thing right is by them doing the right thing. They have to pay like they weigh. They wanted to create. They wanted to. They caused all of those. They caused all that pain and suffering, and they caused all those violations of all those state and federal laws. And they think that they can violate the law with impunity, meaning that they can violate the law and nothing happens. But we're going to show them that they can't do that. You can't do that because we're going to be on your ass for years to come.
Every time you try to do something, you're going to get caught. Just like, what she just, knowing that was her idea, what she just recently tried to do.
Oh yeah, she tried to, so Moses had a court order. He was court ordered to, the judge issued an order for them to allow him to see his children. And so when we were on our way to go meet with them, Miss Stacy Gilbert comes up with the bright idea that, we're canceling. We're canceling because we don't want the brother there. We don't want Mark McCormick there. We don't want him there. So if he's going to be there, then we're canceling it.
It's a court order too.
Yeah. If Mark McCormick is going to be there with the children too, we're canceling it because she didn't want me there because she's upset with me. Okay, because she know I put that work on that ass. You see what I mean? And they have to pay all them attorneys and pay all them attorney fees. And they're going to continue to pay attorneys and they're going to continue to pay attorney fees until they make sure this thing is done right, because I'm going to be fighting them. I'm going to be on them like flies on shit. So until this thing get handled, they better be saving up their money because they going to need it.
She basically tried to use the guardian ad litem because, I communicate with him through email. And we went to the hearing and everything.
And the guardian ad litem was at the hearing.
Yeah, this is how we know this is Stacey's idea. And I'm going to give you another example how we know that it was her idea. First of all, when we were at the hearing, before the hearing started, the guardian ad litem was there. He spoke to us, he shook our hands. And I even communicated with him before we even got in Ohio. So he didn't say anything about, your brother, it's a problem if your brother's going to be there. He didn't say anything about that. Now, there's another incident before, early in, Mark came to one of my early hearings in Magister Elliott's courtroom, and he was sitting there, and then Stacy, she had said, Your Honor, I would like to ask for his brother to be outside. I don't want him inside here. This is a public place. You can't tell him that he can't be in here. Same patterns.
Exactly, and that's unconstitutional. You can't do that. So she was making an attempt to create another Monell claim while we was down there. And that will be brought up in federal court. She attempted to create another Monell claim against that municipality because and against herself, because she was trying to prevent me from seeing my nieces. Okay? You can't do that. That's unconstitutional. That court doesn't have jurisdiction to tell me where I can and can't be.
And this place was at McDonald's, and she was trying to say she didn't want him to be in McDonald's.
You don't want me to be in McDonald's. They don't have jurisdiction to tell me where the hell I can go and where I can be. And Moses, he told the guardian ad litem, you can't do that. And the guardian ad litem was saying, well, I think she can. No, you guys need to really brush up. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. You can't do stuff like that. So
I don't want to be in the camera. I want to be.
You can't do stuff like that. So they don't know any better. They don't know any better because these things have become commonplace tactics that they use. So they're gonna have to really be careful dealing with us and dealing with this whole situation until it's all over and done with. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna be creating claims and new claims while this federal claim is going on.
Claims on top of claims.
Claims on top of claims. Okay? With all of the corroborating exhibits and evidence. So, we're not gonna play no games with them. We're not here to play games.
I mean, they put stuff in writing, like you continue to put like that stuff that he was sending to me.
It's all in text messages and emails.
You're gonna miss your opportunity. You may miss your opportunity. This is a court order. There ain't no missing no opportunity. You better go back and tell you better.
So we told them like this, okay? Because they told us that they was gonna cancel if I was there. So I said, you know what? I tell you what. Since they trying to trample on my rights, which I'm not having it. I'm not having it. You trying to trample on my rights? You trying to take life and liberty away from me by denying me the right to be involved with my nieces? I got you. So I told them. We told them. We said, all right, y'all want to go ahead and do that? So we're gonna show up to the court, to the place, to the visiting place that's court ordered, and when we get there, if the children are not there, and if the wife does not if the wife does not bring them children there, okay, and if they're not, when we get there, we are calling the federal authorities. You calling the U.S. Marshals, so and local law enforcement. So after we told them that, then they said, oh, well, they agreed. They say Mark can be there.
He said more like, because they tried to use my wife as a scapegoat. First they said that your wife doesn't want your brother to be there. Now let me talk about this for a minute. Okay, so before this in-person meeting with my daughters, me and Mark, we've been meeting with the girls on Skype for like a month. A whole month, and mom, Jenny, is right there, my wife. She's sitting right there while we meeting with them. So I find it kind of strange that they were saying, well, your wife doesn't want your brother. That's bullshit, because he's been there the whole time on Skype when I was meeting with the girls. So they try to say this when he first tried that bullshit. He was like, well, your wife is your wife is she doesn't want your brother to be there. She just wants you to be there. This is what and then, like, as Mark told you, once that information got back to him, and then he was like, well, he's like, your wife agrees and said it's okay. No, Stacy agrees.
Yeah, she ain't want that work. She ain't want that work. See, a lot of people don't know what to do when somebody do something to them, when a state official do something illegal to them and bullying them. They don't know what to do. But guess what? We know what to do. We know what to do, and we're going to continue to know what to do, and we're going to continue to do it.
Make your life a living hell. That's what's going to happen. You pick up the plan. You're going to get drugged right before.
And then it makes it really makes her defense, Stacy, her federal defense, weak, because she's still going on with the same activity. You still going on with the same activity. She just does not understand she does not understand 42 USC 1983, and she does not understand what unconstitutional means. She does not understand what Article 6, Clause 2 is all about and what it was made for and its purpose. If she was allowed to go on and do all the things that she was doing, it would constrain the meaning of Article 6, Clause 2. All right? We have rights invoked. All right? So since we have rights invoked, Article 6, Clause 2 protects us. That they can't come back and say, well, we know your right is invoked, but there is no buts. It's not up for interpretation. So
she don't want to see. This is the problem. This is the problem. She doesn't want to accept the loss. You lost. You got outthought. Give it up. You not home. It's over. You can't do that.
Exposed.
In the event that you try to do something, you only get caught because y'all a bunch of kids. Y'all stupid as fuck. Y'all have no intelligence. Everything you doing, even if you try to sneak to do shit, you're gonna get caught.
We gonna catch you every time.
Every single time. And see, a lot of the stuff we ain't even talking about.
Exactly.
We ain't even talking about
Wait
everything.
till we get in court.
We ain't talking about there's a lot of stuff that y'all did that we ain't even talking about. We gonna wait till we get in court and we gonna bring it to you. You know, because if we commit crimes, y'all gonna have us up in court and you know. Or this is the law, and you broke this, and you want to lock somebody the fuck up.
Yeah, so we gonna prosecute. We're gonna prosecute in a civil way. So we're gonna prosecute the claims in this civil federal case, and then we're gonna probably more than likely do a mandamus to compel the district court to bring criminal charges. Because I would love to see some of these people go to jail and lose their career, rather than to, some of them like Rosemary Welch. I would like for her specifically to go to prison. I believe that she is one of the main ones that should be hauled off the prison because she deprived the children of their right to see their father, and there's no undoing that. For 2 years, there's no undoing that. And if she was adequately doing her job as the guardian ad litem, then she would have been able to impartially advise the courts that the appropriate action to take. But instead, she was asking the courts to send Moses straight to jail.
And sitting there not doing it. I had to literally call this woman to the stand. And she didn't even expect it. I asked her a question, and she sat up here on the record to myself. I don't see anything wrong with your parenting. I don't see anything wrong with your parenting. However, I do see a problem with you following the court order. Okay, so what is your job? Your job is to see if there's a problem with my parenting. That's your job, and you sat right up there. That's why they took her ass off the case. She said what the courts needed to say. I don't have anything wrong with my parenting. What you investigating? What more do you need to investigate if my parenting skills are messed up? Like, what is it?
She provided no willful details to the court. She had already came out to Moses' place of residence and everything, but she just didn't say nothing because they already had the plan on what they was going to do. They thought they was going to make a quick buck and everybody was going to split. They was going to split the money and everybody was going to get their little cut. Nah. Everybody going to get their cut, all right. Now we going to get our cut. All right?
Your life a living hell.
We gonna get our cut now. All right. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened. And then let's talk a little more juicy details. So we were up in the court in Franklin County, and we were walking through the building, and we see Miss Rosemary Welch, the previous guardian ad litem. She tried to turn her head. Like she didn't see us. She tried to turn her head like she didn't see us. She seen us, and I felt embarrassed for them. I felt really embarrassed for them because I view them as children. They carried on like children. They babies trapped in old bodies. That's exactly what they are. They babies trapped in old bodies. It's a shame. They should know better. They should have known better. It should have been a point that they reached, and they should have said, you know what, this shit ain't gonna work. We can't do this. Let's make this right. Let's do this. We're not gonna be able to do this to him because he owed to us. No, they kept going. They kept going. They were so super optimistic that they kept on going and going and pushing, and they pushed their ass right in the hole.
I mean, you on the internet, it's bad. Because
you on the internet, you're out of money. You on the internet, you have to pay thousands of dollars. You didn't get your motions granted. You didn't get your legal fees granted, and you gonna have some more legal fees. All right, you gonna have some more.
And it's a shame. It's really a shame for my wife too, because she's being controlled. They got her manipulated. They basically manipulate her.
And in the hearing, in the divorce hearing that we went to just recently, her lawyer brought up, his wife's lawyer brought up how much money she spent in legal fees. Now I'm not gonna say the exact number right here, but yeah, she came off quite a bit of money. So, you know, and I'm sure the rest of them individually came off quite a bit of money, but they shouldn't have did what they did. They shouldn't have did what they did.
They created the whole thing. Like I told my wife before we even got this far. I told her, I said, look, and she told me first. She said she wasn't trying to go to court. She told me that. I said, look, I'm willing to wrap this up the easy way. But when she was trying to bring them papers and trying to play me like that, man, that's when it was fucked up. I'm like, man, how you gonna do that, man?
Yeah, that's when it all went south. But we got down to the bottom of it, and you know, thank God the truth came out, and all the details is on the table that we have, and yeah, they're gonna get it. So we do want to say all constitutional rights invoked, none waived for this video, as we usually do, and we are going to be aggressively pursuing all of these actions. We're going to be aggressively pursuing. So it's going to be pretty interesting. It's going to be pretty interesting. And these judges that's going to be making decisions, Magistrate Elliott, because I know they are all watching. They better be careful with their rulings that they making, and those rulings better be consistent with state law, and it better be consistent with federal law. If it's not consistent with federal law, if it's inconsistent, that's going to be another Monell claim. If it's inconsistent with Article 6, Clause 2, if it violates the 14th Amendment. If it violates the 14th Amendment, if it violates substantive due process, if it violates procedural due process, if it violates any of his liberty interests, any of Moses' liberty interests. You know, liberty interests is like financial interest, means of survival. If it interferes or deprives any of that, then you're going to have another violation on your hands, and it's going to get added to this current suit that's going on. We're not fucking playing with y'all. We're not playing. We've been going through this for a couple years, you know, going on 3 years, and it's ridiculous.
And once these matters, you know, once we get through all these matters, even if all this shit's not going on, we don't trust no. Out of this circle, ain't no trust.
Exactly.
So it don't matter who you think you're gonna send and get information from. You're not getting no information. We don't trust you, and we expect for y'all to be on some bullshit every time. And just remember that everything you. I think he said it before. You think you're doing something in the background, sneaking and shit, saying, "Oh, we gonna do this."
All you're doing is giving us money. You're making claims for us, and we're going to keep bringing them. Okay? So it's not going to go away. We're not having it. We're not going away. We're not stopping. We're not. So I hope that they get that through their heads, and yeah, it's gonna be bad for them. It's gonna be really bad for them if they don't do the right thing. So, you got anything else?
That's it. We're 30 minutes in, and yeah, we just want to update you guys on everything. Well, you can pretty much be, you know, I know we don't make videos very often on this channel, but we like to keep, like, when we have new problems arising, and you know, we like to keep you guys abreast on those things. But
Exactly.
but yeah, pretty much we just working, we just, you know, grinding as usual. So that's it.
That's it. Sayonara, au revoir, goodbye. See you later.
Take it easy.